I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook.
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it?
It is, isn't it? He's waiting for me near a goblin.
Of course. How exciting. I mean...
I think he simply wants to show me something that...
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Lord Gok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
All out of the new socks, so if your feet are smelly, you'll have to work it out for yourself. You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrax promise. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Stop by whenever you're about. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio. Revelio. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Accio. Accio! Accio! Confringo! Depulso! That's that. Settled. Bobada! Revelio! A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, because he knew the details surrounding its plunder.
You said this would repair the chasm between the two of you. How?
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his...
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here
he's...
comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lord Gok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Revelio. The door is looking at us.
I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see. Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin
Revelio.
mind. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship.
Good
for a
brain.
simple device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
I still
Revelio.
can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Accio. Revelio.
I've read about mines like this.
Accio.
Seeing one is something else altogether.
Reparo. Revelio.
One less human to worry about.
Accio. Accio. Armit, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these. Bombarda. Accio. Protego.
That was a
Revelio.
little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Armit. You have my word. Accio. Revelio. We're being watched. By a door.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
We won't get through as long as we can be seen by that eye. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Accio.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
A schematic?
Revelio.
There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Revelio. Accio.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook
Revelio.
goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Revelio.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Revelio. Bombarda. Accio.
Was that your bet?
Accio.
Easily enough. You'll pay for that! Oh, that was meant for me. Stop it! Return me to the ground. You won't last long. Much too slow.
Bombarda.
This doesn't hurt. What's the point of this exactly? Release me!
Accio. Bombarda.
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler.
Revelio.
This place is more complex than I had expected. Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Confringo! Revelio.
I wonder if the boiler powers the lever. I suspect it must.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Reparo. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now. Confringo! Revelio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
Over here! Vicious plants!
Accio. Confringo. Incendio.
I've been fighting since before you were born.
Accio. Confringo. Accio. Incendio.
for you!
Let's get this over with.
Potato!
Move of a coward.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, Amit.
Yes, of course.
Revelio. Confirm.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. Revelio. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk about what just...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really...
Thank you, Amit. I can...
Understood? Your goblin secrets are safe with me. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drill.
I fear you are correct.
I've been wondering about...
Yes? I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. she wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lord Gok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.